hit him with his recap. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with his recap. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the.
Yeah, what? Yo!
You didn't fix that before you got on here? Really? We've been like sitting here for a good 8 minutes, 10 minutes, and you just now fixing your camera. And then you were off by a second.
I'm talking about his glasses.
Oh, I didn't notice those.
You didn't know these? Wow. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew, the Capital Region's best kept secret, and the dawn of the Mid-Atlantic. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest debate show in all of pro wrestling. The 3 Count Podcast presents Chaz and Friends. Let me introduce to you my friends. First, he has quick changes like a theater, bruh. As always, the incomparable, ever entertaining, the man that runs this show, because I don't do anything, ladies and gentlemen, the Red Dog.
It took him so long to get that intro out. But yeah, shout outs to Jeremy Grimes. Showtime for the glasses that I've kept for the last
every time you do this, it throws me off because I go, wait, what type of glasses are those? And I go, wait, those are Jeremy's glasses.
Those are Jeremy's glasses. Yeah, remember he wore them on the show one time, and then he left them at Sicken's place, and I saw him there, and I picked him up. I was like, "Yo, I'll bring these to you when I see you." You just ain't getting these back. It's like I ain't seen you for a little bit, man. Unless you decide to randomly pop up at Shady Grove, Pennsylvania, in 2 weeks, then you can have them back. But if not, I'm gonna keep them for the rest of the time.
Oh, I thought you were leaking information when you said I was about to get excited. I was like, oh, Jeremy's coming back. You were about to leak the dirt sheets.
No. That man never coming back. But if he comes back as a fan, I'll sign an autograph for him on his forehead.
At his forehead. Oh.
Anyway.
All right.
Last but certainly not the least. All right, the heater of the show. All right. He is your residential supervillain. He is the Dark Lord, the Dark Goat, Damien Fatal.
Man, I heard through the grapevine people don't like me. Say I'm horrible.
Sometimes it be like that.
Whatever. I actually I found it kind of hilarious, if I'm going to be honest. I appreciate you keeping me in your heart, buddy.
Rent free.
You keep me young, buddy. You keep me young. All right, let's do this.
Let's do this. If you have not already done so, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you also follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. 3 Count Pod on everything. We're on X, or if you want to call it Twitter.
Look. We have this conversation every week.
I understand.
Stop.
Look, I feel like
don't accept change well.
That's what I'm saying. If you still call it Twitter, I still call it Twitter. Right. But the proper name of it is called X.
It's called Twitter. No, it's called
fine. You're right. It's Twitter.
Yeah,
follow us there. 3 Count _pod.
Symbol thingy.
Totally I exit. I don't tweet anymore. I don't tweet it. I exit.
It's just a post. It's just a post. It's just a post.
I exit.
That's
what Elon said. That's what I'm saying.
We're moving on from the debate of X and Twitter.
Oh, this is gonna be.
This is the debate show. Damn it! This is how we started. It's X. I exit.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
And then I hit post.
Fine. It's X. It's Twitter. It's whatever you want it to be. Just follow us there. All right. 3 Count _pod. If you didn't get it out of all that, follow us there. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe to the Big Plus Network.
Big Plus Network.
Yeah. Love it. I love how I've hated it. Now I love it. So,
hey, look, it's a staple now.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. He just started something. Make sure you hit that subscribe over there on the Big Plus Network. Shout out to them for bringing this hot debate show to their platform. We are sorry to interrupt your music video or movie, I promise you, we're more entertaining.
We're not sorry at all. In fact, look, the bad guy dies. This is what happens. Is what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
You're on the fire now, right?
Listen, they find a treasure at the end of the movie. Okay, it's just what happens.
Typical. How
That is.
Idris Elba died at the end of it. Okay, that's what happened. Sorry.
Oh.
Anyway, make sure you check out all of our shows. Now Into the Ring. Cliff, what we got coming up on Now Into the Ring?
Yes, we got our Halloween episode coming out. Aaron Rourke will be our guest. Is awesome. Aaron Rourke is up in the Northeast. Travels around. Been through like Germany. I think he's been to Canada. Very, very cool talent.
Canada.
I think you'll enjoy the interview. And yeah, so we have that interview coming up, and then we have plenty more coming on our way to 350 and on the road to 500 episodes for the 3 Count Podcast. So
yep. On the road to 500, and just know when that episode happens, it will be a star-studded event. All right. Make sure you're there at the red carpet event live. Okay.
Oh, we're doing that.
Absolutely. Yep. In downtown Baltimore.
Ooh. Yeah, I can't make that. Just to let you know, I'm
right there on Utah.
Utah.
I mean, if y'all come here, that's fine. I don't know if I want to go to Baltimore. I moved away for a reason.
Utah.
Nothing like good old Bodymore.
Ugh. Dude, I told you, every time I land back home, I can feel the energy shift.
Yeah, don't you love it? Don't you just love it? Don't you love it?
I become aggro. I just want to punch the first person I see. It's pretty bad.
There's no place like home, isn't it?
Ugh. I have to come home and take like several showers just to get the home off of me. It's always home. Don't get me wrong. It's always home. And nobody else is allowed to talk shit about Baltimore, just to let you know. Like, I can do it because born and raised. Everybody else we fighting.
I lived there for 8 years, so I talk shit about Baltimore anyway.
Hey, no, you good.
My grandfather did.
If you're there, yeah, like if you're there more
Your
than
grandfather did.
If you survive
they're
more
like,
than 2 years,
he's here.
Yeah, you good. You survive more than 2 years.
Yeah, that's factual.
He used to
once you hit the 5-year mark, you're accepted.
It's like oh, you mean he's been to East Side Baltimore and West Side Baltimore and walked out? Oh yeah, he good. Like let him be.
You're welcome.
You were hanging out north of Pratt Street? Yeah, you good. We good with that.
Enough about Baltimore talk. Let's get right down to it. Match of the week.
Oh, I am so sorry. Mr. Godin. You're
Working
there now.
And you're still alive. I'm still kicking. Yeah, I'm still kicking.
Well, if you're with the right people, you're gravy.
Yeah.
You might get looks, but you're good.
I remember getting all the weird looks when I was walking through. And I remember like there's this Big Greens and this Save-A-Lot that I used to like go to all the time over in Caroline Street, and people would just be staring at me like they're like, you don't belong here. I was like, I know, I'm still here though. Like I can't help it.
Oh, like the one time I thought he was gonna get us killed when we were leaving that bar.
Yeah.
Well, just before I was getting ready to move, remember?
I do. Yes.
Cliff is gonna get us shanked.
Yep.
One thing is, we went back there, right?
Oh, of course you did.
That's so that's where we went back down to Fells for Idols. What you call it?
Right.
Yeah, we were down there in Fells.
Okay.
We kind of went back down there even after the fact.
Yeah, it's got kind of like it's kind of out of place now.
Yeah. But yes, I do remember that.
I have no fear walking in any ghetto. I walk through Baltimore. I don't have to worry about nobody else. Be like, it's like,
hey, look,
Baltimore be the worst, man. Like,
way.
I've walked in Chicago by myself like at night. Like,
I'm not. Look, I've never done that. I'll tell you that much.
I try to stay away from Chicago. Period.
I've been to Chicago, and
I've been to the airport.
I was like, look. I was at the pier. I forgot what it was called. I was young, so. But yeah, that's where I've been at, and then I got right back on the bus.
Let me tell you, like the one time I was in Chicago, right? We went out to the bar, and then like I forgot how to get back to the hotel, and it took me like 5 minutes longer to get back to where we were supposed to go, right? For where we were staying at for when I was working. The crazy part was I had walked in and some dude had just dropped his gun and fired and hit 3 people.
Oh, shit.
And I walked in the lobby, like cops were there, take reports. They asked me like where I was. I was like, I just walked in, bro. I have no idea what's going on. And they're like, 3 people got shot. Like how? He's like, dude dropped a gun. The gun fired. It hit like one of the stone tablets or stone like like sidewalks kind of deal.
Yeah.
And 3 pieces went out and hit 3 different people. I was like, oh man, I should have walked faster. Would have got here to see that shit.
All right, match of the week. Match of the week. This is the wrestling podcast. Let's debate about wrestling. Match of the week.
I ain't got one.
You got one? What's yours, Damien? Because I know what yours is not.
Oh, no, I just watched that travesty of a match. It is definitely not it.
Wow.
That is definitely not it. However, I think I'm going to go with what is it? Dragon Lee versus what the hell did he face again?
Cedric.
That's it.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
I had a moment. I knew it was like I knew it was somebody. But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Like
I enjoyed that a lot too.
Actually. So I had to give it to them. They got like some time to work. Like that was a good
Yeah.
surprise.
It was. That was my match of the week.
Oh, that
until
was
Saturday.
Until Saturday. That's fuck Saturday. Saturday never happened. I was so disappointed.
I don't, like I said, I don't.
25 minutes before it started.
So, all right. So, go ahead. Red Dog, what's your match of the week?
So I'm going to give you guys, I said I wasn't going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. 1A, 1B.
Here he go.
Yeah. Well, our 1A is going to be the same match. I know it is. So I think actually I'll go ahead and just say it, right? Because I'm going to agree with everybody else who's been putting this in, right?
Of course
MJF and
Omega. Of course.
Yeah. So that was definitely my my 1A, and it was a great match. I can't fault it, man. If you guys didn't get a chance to, and I don't want to be, this is gonna sound kind of wild when I say it this way. Actually, I'm gonna do a 1B and a 1C because
what you are just changing the whole point.
I'm wilding out with it. No, we'll go ahead. We'll go with 1B. We'll just keep it at 1B. But if you guys get a chance,
no, give your 1C.
No, it's too late.
Put it out there.
You over here,
go ahead and do it.
Do an honorable mention.
It's way too late. It's way too late.
No, it's never too late.
It's too late. It's too late to apologize. We're gonna go with 1B is E.G. Bond versus TJ Crawford at Wrestling Open. So definitely go check out that match. It's on IWTV. Great. It was a fire match. I thought it was just fun all around. And then we'll go ahead. I'll throw it out there. 1C, if you guys get a chance to, Pro Wrestling Grind had Matt Mikowski versus Mike Skyros for the Pro Grind Wrestling title. Fire match. So you guys would have a lot of fun checking that match out too. If they put it up on free TV, but that's why I'm to let you guys know this one's.
Pick off! Oh, I did not mean to do that loud.
Wow,
sorry.
And you said you want to keep it wrestling. So what's
That's terrible, y'all. I apologize.
Horrible match of the week, sir? My
match of the week. Oh, I mean, if you look, man, I give flack to Omega all the time. I praise him, sometimes. Man, whew. They went out there fat and tore the house down.
He getting fat. He getting fat.
Look, I will tell you this: MJF somehow, some way, has become a babyface, and he didn't really have to change. We talked about it. We said it on the show. and he proved us wrong. Yeah.
Onesie. Corbin versus anyone. That would mean it would still be a number 1 match.
Yeah.
Just 26 on the list, but it's still number 1. It's still a 1. I'm still gonna
But yeah, man, I'm sorry. I loved everything about it, especially if you watching on Fight, which I do. Yeah. And I don't have and you don't have to worry about commercials. All right, so but
I watched a 10-minute clip and that was 10 minutes I cannot get back.
I did.
That's crazy because you know what? Like that match was actually a lot of fun. It was a great story. Like,
Yes, I said too. I really thought you would. I thought you would have been like, you would have probably gave it at least like some props. I didn't think you would.
Okay, all right. I only saw 10 minutes of it.
See, and that's the problem.
So how long was the match in general?
Oh, it was
like 20 minutes.
20. Yeah.
So I was right. It should have ended 25 minutes before it started. Got you.
Oh my God.
Right, but not. I cannot stand Kitty. No, I can't stand Kitty. I can't stand that man. I'm sorry.
Look,
I'm
did
sorry.
you see the table bump?
I don't know if they showed that. I can't remember.
That was insane. I thought it was
out my memory. I smoked so much.
I think that was crazy.
The table bump was something else.
Yeah.
I saw that Panama Sunrise that looked a bit wonky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you missed the power bomb through the table. God, that landing was so high on MJF's neck. I was like, oh my God, this man gonna die.
I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Hey, so the question was though, were you surprised that MJF got a clean win?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
Not
at all.
He's the biggest baby face. What you call it? Like seriously, he's the guy. They gotta make him look strong going into this into their pay-per-view if he's gonna do this whole double duty thing again. I just don't know. He's gonna cheat during the match. I mean, Ric Flair was doing it, he was getting cheered. Like I caught myself laughing and going ha ha to Kenny when the whole handshake Jimmy happened. I was like, you dummy.
Everybody knows this is gonna happen.
Exactly, kind of cheek and tongue type of. No, don't do that because in the 80s they were worse. They did the same thing.
I'm not talking about this. It's just Kitty's face, okay? God, it's just him. It's him.
He poked him in the eye. That was great.
Exactly, he poked him in the eye. It was fun.
Okay, so let's talk about something really quick, right? So the commentary team, right? They did a pretty good job of getting the match over, right? But it was something that Excalibur said to JR, where he was like, "Oh, JR, I know you hate this," and it was the kangaroo spot. And it was just so funny to listen to.
It was actually Tony Schiavone.
It was Tony. He was like, "I know you hate this spot," and he was it was like, "Why do we hate this spot?" The crowd loves it. It's like eating it up, and you're gonna be like, and it just felt like a real shoot moment. That was like, "Oh, I know you hate this spot," and it was like, bro.
And I remember that, and then guess what? JR was silent.
He was quiet. He was like, "I ain't gonna say."
If that was me, I would have been like, "You're fucking right. I hate this bullshit."
Oh.
Lucky Tony's paying me this much money to deal with this.
Right?
You think he's leaving? You think he leaves next year?
Nah.
Now, if that check is nice,
yeah, I wouldn't. Well, I think he's having. Regardless of what everybody says, I think he's having way too much fun behind the scenes. I don't think he
probably is. Now, I'm not saying that he's not enjoying his job. Yeah. I'm not saying that anybody there is not enjoying their job. Like I said, I crap on them all the time. I'm not saying that I want them to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I want them to stick around. It gives me something to crap on. They gotta stay around for a very long time. So don't fuck this up, Tony.
Quit bringing in all these older talents. Bring in some young guys.
All right, let's start with our first debate topic. All right, it's reported, all right, that your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is not scheduled to defend his title or appear at Survivor Series in Chicago. Why is that a bad thing?
Who said that was a bad thing?
Well, is it a bad thing?
Oh, you want me to go first?
Go ahead first. Yeah, go first.
You
Oh,
just open your mouth.
well,
so yeah,
hold on.
Yeah, I was going to say. There you
All right,
go.
So he was at the last one, right?
Yeah, that was the what you call it. That was Survivor. Yeah, that was Bloodline with
All right,
Sammy.
you good then. Look, the less you see the man, the better. I mean, especially what they're doing with the title as it is right now. Like, think about it. Like back in the day, what they were defending it like every couple of months,
No, it wasn't like every month, right? It's like every
or
pay-per-view
is
they
it
were
like every
doing it.
month or every couple of months?
Yeah.
I mean, there was times where like the champion would wrestle, but the title might not be on the line. I'm not saying.
Right.
I'm talking about when the championship is actually on the line.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. He's had match. I mean, he's had the tag match a couple times. Yeah, he's had a tag match a couple times. What you call it? It's been regular.
It's like, nah, it this gives the opportunity for everybody else on the roster to take one of the big four and have some fun with it and do their thing so they're showcased and not outshined by the tribal chief. What?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? I'm being dead ass honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I have to agree. I do kind of think it's a bad thing though. To be honest. I mean, it's the champ. You know what I mean? Like I know Seth is going to be on the show, but you talk about the longest reigning champion is on the not on the show. You know, remember back in the day, like they used to do a thing where WWE was like imposing a rule where like the title had to be defended every 30 days, and like not ever since, but like recently though, like we know that Roman's defended that title twice. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like I would just like to see the champion on the show, like every pay-per-view. But I do understand that, like, especially if it's a big pay-per-view, like this is a big 4 pay-per-view, like you would expect that your champion would be there. I don't expect him to be like at Extreme Rules or like Fastlane, right? But I would expect him to be at something like, you know, SummerSlam or WrestleMania or the Rumble or, you know, Survivor Series. I just think that that it's just a waste, right? Like not having him there, you kind of he's our biggest star. He's the face of WWE, whether you like to admit it or not. And him not being there, it's kind of, you know, it almost makes it feel like Survivor Series is not that big of a show, right? Like you have your 5 big pay-per-views, and you're kind of like, oh well, our big champion's not going to be there, so we don't need him there. It's like I understand you have a lot of star power, especially when you're having like someone like Cena rumored to be with Survivor Series. But it's like he's the champ, like he's your guy. Like I don't remember a time where I didn't see John Cena at a wrestling event, right? Post his part-time work. So I'm just like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, just feel like that would be a continuing thing that you would do. So that's kind of where I'm standing at.
I agree. So look, man, you got 4 big pay-per-views, right? That WWE has branded these the 4 big shows. It's the Royal Rumble, it's WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam, right? Those big 4. Those are the ones that you're getting like, you know, you're about to show what really is the whole grandiose, so, you know, really that the WWE, you know.
You got to throw Money in the Bank in there, dude.
Like, do you mean what? You telling me? Wait, you telling me there's no money in Chicago?
No, I said Money in the Bank.
No, he said he's saying that
Money in the Bank is it is 5.
Well, I mean, is it? Are we?
Yeah, you gotta count
Money in the Bank as now. Is it a big 5 now?
Yeah, it has to
be.
Yeah, because Money in the Bank is a big deal.
Absolutely. I mean, you're right. Absolutely. I don't disagree on that. Well, then cool.
That's
Big 5
for a lot of stuff.
Then big 5 then.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to tell me. You mean to tell me that you can't have literally like listen, the biggest star on that, like on your company on that show,
right?
Not to say, and I'm not saying look. If they still do the Bloodline versus War Games, or if not, whether that's he ain't gotta be in there. Like, it don't even gotta be a championship match. Like, if he's not going to be there at all,
right?
I don't care if you should have Roman there and just have him sit and watch and just be like, all right, look, this is what y'all need to do. That's fine. Give me something, but not having him completely. I think, like you said, it's a waste, and it waters down Survivor Series. Like it waters it down. You know for a fact on the big five, you're gonna see, they're gonna throw everything at you. It's what it is. People are coming to, they buy tickets in advance to these shows because they know that who's gonna be there. Roman Reigns. That's why the big five shows, like I get used to saying big five now. Like that's why they sell out the fastest when they get on sale. That's why they're pre-sale tickets, and half of those get sold out. Like people make vacations out of these joints because like they're a staple, and like on top of the fact of the economic thing they do for the cities and everything that they do for these pay-per-views. I mean these premium live events.
Premium live events, buddy.
Nah, pay-per-views.
Premium live
PLE.
PLEs. Sounds like drug testing. Like you've been taking them PLEs
a little bit.
Yeah, you took them PLEs.
You took them PLEs.
But yeah, it waters it down. Like it makes it lackluster. Like why wouldn't Roman Reigns be on the show? Why don't Roman Reigns want to get paid?
You're getting paid regardless. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, it's kayfabe speaking.
All right, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Kayfabe speaking.
We don't know if he's going to be there or not.
Stop using words in the Webster dictionary.
However, I don't think it hurts him being on the card, like not being on the card. I think it helps everybody.
It don't draw. I mean, it. Like Cliff says, like look, if you think about it, who's the bigger stars? If you not take out Roman Reigns, who's there right now? All right, cool. LA Knight, Cena, Jay, Cody, Seth. Yeah. All right, cool. That's about it, really.
I mean, if you scatter them throughout the card, like you have a pretty good setup. But I'm just saying that.
But that's a B show level pay-per-view though. If you think about it.
Yeah, you're big.
If you spread that out,
Baby, KO, like you got other people that are
right, but
none of them, and let's be fair, none of them are on the level of Roman Reigns being on the show. You said it too. When Roman shows up on TV, it's a big deal.
Well, exactly.
Nobody is that way. Roman brings this different energy to the screen. No, why would you not bring that on one of your biggest shows of the year?
Maybe he can't work that Saturday.
Why? That's insane.
What's he got going on?
I don't know. Maybe his kid's got a football game or a baseball game or a soccer game. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to miss it. Shit.
Listen,
that's crazy how you went to that. That's crazy.
I'm a parent, sir. I understand.
So are we. We all are.
All right, so I understand.
We are all. That's crazy. Go to your corner. Coming soon.
We have to announce that show. We
haven't done it yet. There you go.
There you go. It's coming out. Go to your corner.
Sometime. I don't know when.
It's coming out, y'all. It's supposed to be on
2024.
Yeah, I like that. 2024. Sometime.
On the Big Plus Network.
On the Big Plus Network. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, no. I mean, look. Like I said, I don't think it hurts it. I don't think it diminishes it. I just think it gives opportunity for these guys to show out and show what they can do when Roman's not there.
See, I think the problem though is that like I can see your point, right? I think the problem though is that when you're gonna put people like, let's go out and just say Sammy, Nakamura, KO, Cody, they're gonna be on teams. So why would you not have the tribal chief be the leader of the bloodline and be at Survivor Series, right? Like he didn't even have to compete. Like we said, he just be there watching it, right? But like you're supposed to be there.
What if he watches remotely from his couch and give orders through the phone?
Listen, only Vince
he does that every week.
But what if we actually see it this time?
We do. Paul, be on the phone with him.
No, I mean like you literally see the camera. No, you literally.
Paul be feeding him until like he is the local snitch. What are you talking about?
No, I mean you actually see the camera.
You do actually see. They end SmackDown every week since they legit 3 months since he's been gone. Paul at the end of SmackDown. The last shot when it's Paul, he be on the phone. My troubleshoot. This is terrible. This is like every week when you talk about it, they don't sing it. They do it every week. No.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
Roman
see
Reigns.
actual Roman. No, actually Roman in his living room watching.
Answering the phone.
Answering the phone.
Yeah.
Yo, you know he's so
dumb.
funny.
That's stupid.
There you go.
You gotta
want the screen. You gotta want the screen.
That's stupid.
I want to
He don't
see.
even gotta
You know
be
what?
wrong.
Low key, I want to see Roman Reigns doing the play-by-play, like coaching from like the couch. Now I kind of want to see that. I'm not gonna front. Like, could you imagine just like Paul on the phone with him, and then Roman's like, "Ayo, tell Jay to tag in." tell Jimmy to tag in.
Wait, no.
Tell Solo to hit the spike right now.
No.
Solo, hit the spike. The thumb. Shout out to Andino for that. The thumb. Hit it with the thumb. Tag in Finn.
Oh gosh. No.
Low-key.
Tag in Finn. Wow, that no, just no.
Don't get mad. Don't
Tag
get
in
mad. 'Cause
JD.
If AEW did
That's
it,
no.
you'd be fine
Absolutely.
with
First of
it.
all, no.
Don't
No.
give me that.
Hey, so first off, I want to reach back a couple questions that we had. Right. This is actually a fun question. I want to see what you guys say. Was Danielson's injury legit? So we're talking about Dynamite with the.
Oh no, I'm gonna talk about that later.
Okay, so we'll leave that to you later.
Oh,
Yeah. That's you'll hear later.
Yeah.
okay.
And then, would Braun be a good choice for the fifth member of Survivor Series team with the Judgment Day?
That's a nice swerve. I'll take it.
That's kind of messed up.
That's a nice swerve.
That
It's
is.
also a slaughter. And that's not fair.
Do
Because
it.
if they do win, if they lose, I'm gonna get mad. And I don't want to get mad when Cody and them win. I love Cody. I have been on like a real Cody study the past year and a half now, and if I don't want to get mad when he wins, so no. That's my final answer to that question.
Nope.
No, it's not a good choice.
It's a bad choice.
It's a great choice.
Bad choice. That's a bad choice. If they win, all right, I'll take it. But if they losing, no, don't do that. Don't do that to him. No, don't do that to me.
No. I'd love to see. I don't know if I would.
I would like
a fifth choice, not in that match, but if he was like a fifth choice in the Bloodline team, I would be down with that.
I would really. I think they should use the call up, in the Rumble, per se. I think Braun should get in there, and Braun should. If they're not going to bring up Melo yet, they need to bring up Braun. I think
I think Braun needs to make it at Survivor Series.
You think Braun is a Survivor Series?
And then you put him in the main event because then you let people know this is where Braun.
This is the big. Yeah, I got you. But what you do is you got Melo at number 30, and he wins the whole thing.
That ain't happening. He gonna come out at 12
and faces off at whoever at what they call it, WrestleMania.
He's gonna come out at 12 and be eliminated at 20.
That's facts. You don't. No, they have him last at at least the final 5. He'll get
pretty far. He can get pretty far.
He'll get far. Yeah, Triple H will do that. Yeah, he'll make sure he gets far.
We gotta make him look good. Shine him up real nice, guys. Throw him out at 6. Final 6. He gets to be in there. That's it. Someone said bushwhacker him.
Oh,
the bushwhacker.
I legit would turn it off.
I would stop watching. To be real, I would stop watching Rumble if they did that to Carmelo.
If they did that, I'd probably turn it off. I'd probably go play the game. I'd be like, yeah, this is it.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Buy. If that's the Rumble that goes first, oh yeah, no, I'm not watching the rest.
I'll buy 2K23 just to put Melo
back in the Rumble
to win it. Justification. It's kind of like how Cowboy fans win the Super Bowl now. They just turn off their PS4 after they do it.
Oh.
Anyway,
look at his face. Just the drop.
Temp check.
It right now, buddy.
Hey yo.
My Cowboys
Chaz,
won.
cold wrestler.
My Cowboys won, and my Ravens are currently winning. So I'm peachy over here. I won my last ending match.
Yo.
How's that? I won my last wrestling match.
Hey.
Did you win your last wrestling match, Red Dog?
No, I got squashed.
Exactly.
I'm open to say wrestling.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm on the so.
Hey, but I've been featured on IWTV like 6 weeks in a row now. Just randomly be popping up in front of the stands.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great.
Go put it on your IMDb. All right.
Hope they do.
Temp check. For those of you who don't know what temp check is, my first time listeners or my first time viewers, that's where we give you our hottest and or coldest wrestlers going into this week. All right. I got a hot take.
Okay.
It's not really a hot take.
Uh-huh.
But the hottest wrestler right now, Alex Kane.
Oh, I have to agree with that. I'll take that.
The MLW heavyweight world champion, all right, leader of the Boomaye Fight Club, all right, is that my hottest wrestler of the week. I don't care what anyone says, okay? Him and Fatu about to kill it, all right? And, yeah, I like everybody in the Boomaye Fight Club except for Jay Bougie.
I don't like him.
Don't like him, but everyone else is cool. Mr. Thomas is cool. O'Shea, you know, OG, all right, yeah.
He hates it when you say that.
I can't help it.
What's up,
I
OG?
can't help it. The funny thing is this: I can't help it. Every time I see him, be like, "Hey, yo, what's
I
up,
know.
G?" Dab him up, hug him up, and everything. Like, it's yeah.
I'm not gonna front. I saw him at Grind, and I was like, "Sup, OG?" And he's just like, "I got on video."
Yeah. Hilarious. But yeah, that's my hottest wrestler. Or all right, what about you, Red Dog?
No, I want to hear your coldest wrestler.
Oh,
too.
my coldest?
Yeah.
Oh, my coldest is Red Dog.
Oh, appreciate that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's great. Yo, so my hottest wrestler of the week, Swerve.
I'll do that.
Real. Hey, yo,
I'll give you that.
Swerve's promo with the crib, bro. Yeah, my man didn't have to be in the ring to set that thing off. That was fire. I was like, that whole promo just breaking into Hangman's house, just cruising. And you hear Prince Nana in the background, just like, boss, I don't think we should be here. He's like, shut up. Follow me. Give me the camera. Yeah, it was like, hey, that was cold. I was like, I like that. Coldest wrestler of the week. He's not really my coldest wrestler of the week. I really do like what they're doing with him, but Akira Tozawa is.
Oh,
I'm gonna put him as my coldest wrestler of the week only because, like, hey, he lost to Bronson Reed, but my man, like, low key, is like growing on me with the Alpha Academy. I loved how he had like
loving
the little
all
title.
of it.
yes, I do too.
Yeah.
I'm loving all of it.
I am thoroughly enjoying it, so I will definitely put that out there. My coldest wrestler 1B will also be Matt Cardona because of what Alex Kane said. It's so much fun watching everything go down.
Yeah, factual. All right, who you got, Damien?
Let's see. Hottest. I just had it in my head. Hold on, who was it again? It was somebody.
My man's smoking on the good one.
I am. Ooh, I hit the dab pen a little too hard. Hold on. No, I really fucking forgot. Like, it was in my head just a moment ago.
Well, I can help you with your coldest one because someone put it out there.
It's definitely Jericho.
Yeah, survey says right at the bottom of the screen.
Yep. Jericho's definitely coldest. Somebody from one of those companies. All right, I'm doing this to be mean. It's gonna be my hottest wrestler is gonna be Okada, and then I'll explain that later on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Ready. Then moving on. All right. That's interesting. All
yeah,
right.
it'll make sense later.
Gotcha. All right. So moving on to our next debate topic. I mentioned the MLW heavyweight champion. Earlier is my hottest wrestler of the week. If you're not checking out MLW, you got to do so. You're doing yourself a disservice. Like, man, it's great stuff. Like, it really is. Go definitely check that out. But Alex Hammerstone, it's reported that he's wanting to leave MLW. So, what are our thoughts on that? We'll start with you, Red Dog.
So what's funny is we had a comment right before you started talking about it.
Yes, you did.
Bam. Everybody wanting out of MLW by the dirt sheets. So we were talking. So it's weird though because I remember when Alex was there, Hammerstone was there, and like he was like the face, right? Like he was the dude, and like I remember like people like I forget who he was talking to. It might have been Chris Van Vliet, but it was during the interview. He said something about like fans always coming out to him like, when are you gonna get signed to WWE? And he's like, dude, I'm signed to MLW. He's like, I work for a credentialed company right now. And so like fast forward 5 years later, it's crazy to see that he wants out. But I could also understand it. You know, maybe there's like someone out there who's like offering him like another contract and stuff like that and like bigger money. May want to go. Maybe he's just, you know, feels like he's done everything that he needs to do in MLW.
Or
so,
because he lost the belt.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. And so
but to the comment though, where it's like everybody wanting out of MLW, no, actually I know a few people who are like just loving being involved with MLW. And one of them being Chaz's rival, Jay Bougie, but then, you know, Love Doug, BRG just debuted there, Ichiban is over there, Becca's there. Like all those guys are like loving being there. O'Shea, you know what I mean? Like I don't know people who are like, I don't know what dirt sheets, like they're getting wrong information, but maybe if they're thinking like they're top dudes, but Alex Kane loves being there, so it is what it is. So I don't know. It's but seeing kind of like I think of Alex Hammerstone as like one of the cornerstones of like MLW that got me to start watching Fusion like weekly and to like enjoy what was going on. And so to see him wanting to leave, it's kind of sad. I'm not gonna front. Like he's, you know, I know when I met him, the one time I met him, he was just the nicest guy. So I was like, I don't have anything bad to say about him. And if he truly wants out because he just wants to get a different position, then do your thing, man, and enjoy. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of sad because like he was a dude that like when you needed that person to kind of step in that role and take off, like he was that guy. And you know, he set the bar for MLW, and I kind of, you know, I like where it's at, and I like the fact that obviously, you know, our friend of the show, Alex Kane, is the guy leveling up now. But you know, I think Alex Hammerstone came through, set a bar, and like now you see that the bar's being raised up.
Boomaye is for the people.
Well,
hi, Damon. Go ahead.
I feel as anybody in any company, especially now that there's so many choices out there. Like there's a lot of plethora of choices of what that you can do, whatever you kind of want to do, whether it's jump from different company to company, being on top, kind of doing like a little tour, or getting one of the bigger companies where you can get a contract and be on their weekly television show. There's just a lot of different options. Like you said, he's been there what, 5 years?
Yeah.
Maybe he feels like it's time to like spread his wings and try something different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he helped grow the company to where it is now. So it's like, all right, you know what? They got this. There's a lot of up and coming talent, a lot of mainstays. Let me go and let me see what's happening in Impact or Planned Parenthood or NXT. Like, you know, I mean, I want to go to Japan, Mexico. Who knows? There are a lot of places he can go. You know what I mean? There are lots of places he can go.
It is. Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of places that have TV deals too. It's not
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Or some type of streaming something. Everybody's streaming something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because like when you look at like someone else that was like a staple of like MLW with like Richard Holiday, like he's not hurting. Like I mean, my man just came back from cancer, and it's not like he's hurting for bookings, and it's not like he's hurting to get on TV. Like he just had a WWE tryout just 3 weeks ago, and like he's still on nationally nationally recognized television, like everywhere, just posted up. So it's not like Alex wanting to leave MLW is a bad thing. It's actually really a good thing because it's showing that he's like just keep working his way up the ladder.
It's healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Alex Hammerstone, I think he has the capabilities to make moves elsewhere. Like you always saying, like there's so many other places. Just because he's leaving doesn't make it necessarily mean it's bad. Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, who knows the reason why he wants to leave? Like I said, he might want to move on. Who knows? You might see, like you said, you might see him on ROH. I think he'd be a good fit for the ROH brand over there with Joe, with
RH
Eddie
doesn't
Kingston.
exist. Stop lying. It is like AEW 2.0. Stop
I was
lying.
gonna say
That's
AEW
fine,
Link.
but you know what? As long as I'm getting Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor, I don't give a shit.
I was also going to say that as well. As long as I get that, as long as you keep bringing me Eddie as champion, I will continue to watch it.
Or like
I don't. I don't think ROH is a bad show. I just think it just lacks a little bit of soul. A little bit.
A little bit. The day that contract was signed over to Tony, the soul was gone.
I mean, legit.
They took it out of Baltimore and they put it in Jacksonville or Orlando. I think that's where they filmed it, right?
I don't know.
I think they took it on the road with them too. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Sometimes it's filmed on the road. I do know that.
Yeah, I do know that.
Make their goddamn mind up.
Shout out too. If you guys check out the last episode of it's not the last. It'll be the upcoming episode with Ring of Honor. Like Little Mean Kathleen, who's also been on the show, will be on the will be featured, and so will Ref Gina. Shout out to her.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's cool to see both them on the show.
Awesome. Good for them.
So, but yeah, man, I don't think it's bad, and I think there's a shift going in MLW right now, or like it's been going on, and not to say that he doesn't fit like what the product that they're putting out now. It just could be that he's outgrown that product, and it's just time for him to move on. And he has the tools to be successful elsewhere. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I look at it as a good thing. We can see him in ROH, we can see him in AEW, we can see him in the NXT, Japan. Like it's so many other Impact, and that's another Impact. Yes, that's another.
NWA.
That's it. In
NWA, yes.
They just got a TV deal, didn't they?
Yeah, with CW.
Man, stop crapping on NWA.
But you know what? Like, I would like to see Hammerstone and EC3. Like,
that could be fun.
The battle of who's juiced up more.
Oh. All right, I guess
on that note, we're gonna
move on. I figured that.
I'm glad. I love how you did that. You're on point, Damien. Yeah, we're moving on.
I got that feeling.
Yeah, same. Moving on to our next debate topic. Jeez Louise, man.
Usually it's me.
Yeah. Does attendance matters? All right. There's a trend of maybe it's more of WWE lovers, I guess. The hardcore fans taking pictures of the hard cam side every week. Taking pictures of the hard cam side before, or not even before, sometimes it's after, after the show, when there's no one sitting there yet. What does attendance really matter? Start with you, Cliff.
Yeah. Okay.
Or start with Damien.
You want me to go first?
Go ahead. Actually, you know what? Yes. Give me a good laugh. Go ahead.
Give you a good laugh. The fuck right, it matters. You want to get paid, don't you? look. At the end of the day, right?
Oh, don't sit there and say that the gate is pulling in money for AEW shows.
It probably isn't. You know why it isn't? Because they need to get smaller arenas. They're doing it in these arenas that they can't completely fill out. That's nobody's fault. but them not thinking ahead. It's one of those where it's like, all right, yeah, you guys used to be able to do this, but you could still make it look really good and have something smaller.
Yeah, I mean they do it at at CFG, not CFG, sorry, the Chesapeake, arena.
Yeah, I was saying
Like,
the DC one too.
The
like,
DC, that's because not the not this not the Capital One Arena, but what's that hall?
I thought it was a college that we went to last time.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, they do that small venue. Like, and it's kind of, I don't say it's smaller in comparison to Capital One Arena.
yeah,
Or is it even called the Capital One Arena? Isn't the right? Is that what it is? I feel like they changed the name. They changed.
For
Anyway,
AEW,
you know what I'm saying? The arena where the Wizards play.
yeah, look, it doesn't matter for AEW because Shad is like paying everybody. Like the company's not paying everybody. Shad's paying everybody's paychecks because they're not making any right this second because some of the decisions that they have made has been in their favor. I mean, they're making money doing their pay-per-views. I do know that. Like
That's facts.
thing.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
yeah,
like the one thing that they're
I
doing
mean,
right.
when you bring in that big number of people.
Yeah, but how's that going to last when like your arena's not full?
That's true.
It looks
I think
like
that's
like when your whole show looks like the dark matches before like the big show where people are still coming in, but and then you got to move like half like everybody that's like scattered in the parts. You got to like move them all the way around so you can have like the arena is full.
when like they did for the WrestleMania in California. Was it San Francisco?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
That was a really bad one.
Like they was legit.
Wrestling companies haven't been.
The Usos were coming out. That was with the Usos, and I think Naomi came back too. So she was right. Yeah.
Look,
and then they all came out. It was supposed to be this big hype. Yeah, like husband, wife, and brother. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was
to nobody.
Yeah,
on the pre-show.
Well, it happens. Look, the pre-show. We all know that the pre-show and the dark matches, nobody's there.
And they did that. They did that shot. Oh, I remember this so well. They did this shot over top.
Nobody.
And she's like, yeah. No one there.
and
5 people there sprinkled in this one section. You'd be like, oh, that's the crew of people that paid their tickets together.
I don't know. Have they lowered their ticket prices too? Because I know they were ridiculous for a while there.
No, they're still ridiculous.
I think they're still ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, so you want me to pay this outrageous amount of money where I can just watch you on TV for free? Yeah, I'm good, fam.
I think my problem with I think it matters. Attendance does matter. It really does. Because and maybe not so much on the hard cam side, right? Because let's be real, like you're stuck behind hard cam. No one cares what's going on with hard cam. But I think
that's why I sit on that section.
yeah. Because when I was like at UMBC, right, and I was chilling out and just sitting behind hard cam, like, yeah, there was a whole section behind us, right, and we were one of the loudest sections. But the thing is like no one's looking over there. They're all looking like, they're looking through hard cam lens, and you want to see that place be filled up. And I think if you show your show and it's got like half the people there, right, people are gonna want to watch, even if you're talking about like, oh, like the back half is filled, right? Everybody behind hard cam, but no one's in the front of the cam. It's going to give this illusion that certain guys aren't drawing the way that they say they're going to draw, right? It makes sense. So when, AEW moves people, it makes sense why they would do that. But I think the other problem, though, is that, like, attendance matters because, like, remember back in, like, the Attitude Era and the Aggression Era, right? Like, those places were jam-packed all the way through, right? Because they had star power always coming through. And, like, you want to go see those people. You want to go see like what's going on with the shows live because you don't want to be the guy that's like watching it. You can be the guy that watches at home knowing, but like to be real, like the bigger problem too is that like you have gas prices going through the roof. So obviously means ticket prices are going to go through the roof. And so like we have like this, I don't know, it's crazy to me to think about that, tickets are like an arm and a leg. And what matchup am I going to get? What great matches am I going to see? Like what dark matches are you going to give me afterwards, right? Like WWE will tell you that like, oh, Roman Reigns is in the house tonight. Roman's gonna be there for a dark match after the show.
Yeah.
You want to stay and watch.
Yep.
But like,
yeah.
But AEW, like, I'm not knocking AEW for this. Like, they blow their load with their big match, and then that's it. Like, oh, we're done. See you guys. You don't give a chance for like other people to be like show up and kind of like be stars the way that you want them to be, right? So like, you have Kenny Omega and MJF afterwards, right? Do you have any other matches after that? Like, do you have a match after that gets to showcase like somebody else that you kind of want to promote, so people can talk about like, oh man, you should have seen after Collision, so you could have seen Swerve and Sammy Guevara, right? I'll just throw another name out there. Yeah, Swerve did a really great job in that match and looked really, really good. You guys should start checking out Swerve. And then what I mean? It's like it's one of those things to me, because I remember like when I was at SmackDown, actually at the DCU here in Worcester, Massachusetts, they had the Shield 3-on-1 versus CM Punk. And this was after they had just beaten him down with Kane, DX, and Shield had all beaten down CM Punk. And then afterwards, we got a match, and we got to see a 3-on-1 CM Punk versus the Shield, where CM Punk won. And it was like, and he got to send the crowd home happy. And it's one of those things where it's like, I want to see that same thing like out of AEW, where we're gonna get these cool, like, hey, you get to watch this like fun match right afterwards, and we don't get those. It's just kind of like, there's no reason to kind of like show up to the show and keep showing up, right? Like, what was it? Did you guys see the leaked stuff from WWE where Cody Rhodes and I think it was Jay, they signed a table and they gave the table to someone in the crowd. After they broke it, they broke the table, they signed it, and then I think it's one of Cody's like family members is like one of the props guys, and he's like, oh, they hate it when I do this, but I don't care, we're gonna do it anyway. Hey, sign the table, and then Jay signs it, he signs it, and then they go and they give it to someone in the crowd. Just gave a full fucking table to somebody randomly. I was like,
That's great.
That's the kind of stuff that I want to hear about. Then we're like, oh man, I want to be at the show now so I can see something like that happen.
Yep. Yeah, I had a moment like that similar. I was at SmackDown, in at the Staple Crypto Arena now. Ooh. And it was that when John Cena versus AJ Styles on SmackDown, when they go to when they were up to who face off, Spider-Mania, and after they went over, the dark match, it was Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal, crazy nuts, and it was the wildest thing ever because I'll never forget it, and it's why I used to give Randy Orton flack, because I always said that the meme is he's just a walking meme. He's just there. He's just good for one move, and that's it. That's the RKO. Yeah. And so I decided to move up. It's like, oh well, I mean, people are leaving. I'm gonna walk. Oh, walk down. Why not? Why not? As soon as I got down, found closing the seat that I was willing to walk down. Right. Jinder beats him down. I was like, oh, okay, ha Orton, da. Right, whips him. What you call it? He does a over and under. RKO! 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. I go, this is stupid. But it was a fun reaction, because like all that happened. But like, yeah, you don't get those anymore. Yeah, I'll never forget that. But yeah,
those little things are really cool though.
They are.
And I like really house shows. House shows are fucking great.
You get better matches. You
get better matches
at house shows.
They're simpler too.
Yeah, I love oh my goodness, I love the holiday tour. The holiday tour is always you see the best matches really. I think when they come to the arena in Baltimore downtown, I try to go all the time because it's really fun. They had with the tag match. It was the Usos, and it was Drew and Sheamus. And a tag match. Yeah, it was a tag match. And that tag match was fire.
But then again,
because they were having fun. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of full circles what we're talking about, though. Like, attendance matters because we're not going to get those kind of matchups that are fun. Are going to leave a memorable impression on us if we're not there. Like, I got to watch the last match of Punishment Martinez versus Keith Lee before Punishment turned into Damian Priest. Like, we get these fun like house show matches, and the thing is they build up these stars and then we want to go watch them. And if we're not, if the arena looks like it's half full then why would I want to go watch you at a house show
Right.
if you're not killing it on TV? And I
Right,
think
exactly.
that's the problem. So one thing that needs to happen is like ticket price got to go down. Hey, yo, WWE, AEW, I know you hear me. Okay, you don't need that much profitability. Okay, we want to come enjoy the shows.
You're gonna make the profit regardless.
But
Like, I think that's
it's cheaper to go to a WWE show than it is an AEW show, though.
It
That's the
is.
thing. By a good margin.
Yeah.
You got to remember, after a certain point, like every seat for a WWE show is like what, like under $50.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes $25. It just depends.
Yeah,
Especially the house shows.
yeah.
Those
yeah,
things
also, yeah.
dirt freaking cheap, even floor
Mhm.
seats.
Yep.
So like, it's one of those situations where it's like, whoever's doing their ticket pricing, man, woo, they need to get out of Tony's stash.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think the cheapest, I think AW ticket, if I remember, I think it was like 40 a pop.
Yeah.
And I think that was it. It was like 40 a pop was the cheapest. And I was like, huh.
And that's kind of far, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like one of those where it's like, if you were closer,
I
I
think
can justify that. Like the last SmackDown that I went to, the seats that I got, I paid for 2 seats, and it was like, with all the taxes and fees, was like $120.
Was that 1,000?
I can't remember.
I just remember there was a SmackDown. I just remember we all were there, just scattered across the arena.
Yeah, I think that might have been the one.
Was that one?
Yeah.
Or was
and
it?
I was like over
that
there.
one, or was it ROH? Because I remember they did that show.
We also did one of those too.
Yeah, it was ROH. They did like the free show they do.
Yeah, I think we were scattered on that one too.
We were scattered into that one. Everyone showed up. It was like, oh, hey, you're here? Yeah, I actually came. Yeah, I remember that.
I enjoyed that show actually.
Yeah. ROH, yeah, ROH.
That one was actually a banging ass show for free.
Yeah, it was Nick Aldis versus Marty Scurll for the title.
Yeah, I got pictures with Marty.
The NWA belt. I remember that day. That match was fire. I
can never post my pics with Marty. I got
heard.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah.
It's wild.
I like Marty.
I do too.
He was cool. He was really nice.
So going back to talking about like attendance mattering and stuff like that, it kind of matters because like when you look at like the indie scene, right? Like some of those stars be coming over to like, let's talk about AEW stars, right? We go into like other shows, and if you get like some of the bigger names showing up, those fans are gonna want to go watch those guys, even for like a lesser price, right? So let's talk about Wrestling Revolver, right? They're gonna be in Los Angeles here in a couple weeks, right? John Moxley was announced for the show. Swerve was announced for the show. Ronda Rousey.
Swerve.
Spear, right? Sammy Callahan, like they're all going to be at the show, and we want to go see those guys because those are big name guys, and we're going to see them. Let's be real, at probably the same price that it's going to be to sit floor seat at a WWE event, right? I mean, or upper row WWE event. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
and it's like we would see these guys go wrestle and do the thing that they want to do, and they're going to have fun doing it. And I just think that attendance does matter because if the big name guys are not moving the needle, then I don't really want to go see them, right? No. I think like here in January when Dalla like starts in the indie scene, we're all gonna want to watch wherever he goes. We're gonna go and watch him, right? Because we're like, yo, that dude's a WWE superstar. And he was working at these big ass packed houses, and we've heard about his matches that he had on the indie, like on the house show circuits. So yeah, I definitely think attendance matters as far as like the TV product goes, right? Because we want to go see
definitely for
what's
TV.
going on. Yeah,
definitely for TV.
I tell you what, if Roman was to ever leave WWE, I'm not saying he will or won't, right? But if he was to ever leave, we would all, wherever he's gonna go, work on an indie show, we're gonna be there.
Yeah. Well, dude, I was across the pond.
Like Roman Reigns coming to EWA, like we're gonna pay whatever it's gonna cost to get us there.
Like, all right, well, I'm coming back to Maryland for that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine like Roman Reigns announced for a fight, right? Like, whatever, we there, man. We don't care.
If that's the case, I'm like, all right, fight me, though.
Yeah, I'm just be like, yo, let me be like everybody.
Fight me. All right, Damon. Let's do this. I've been waiting, anticipating very anxiously for this moment. There have been clues all throughout this show on what grinds your gears. It is you've got us here. All right. You gave us what's called Infinity War. Okay. Now give us Endgame. All right. What grinds your gears?
Why every week somebody in AEW getting injured?
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan has been injured how many times this year?
Okay, cool. I'm glad that was it.
How many times this year?
It was like 4 or 5, maybe.
Twice by the same guy, back to back. That's why he's my hottest wrestler. Now look, either there's a conspiracy, or these bastards don't have nobody to tell these motherfuckers no. You shouldn't be doing this. So and the conspiracy is this. They like, you know what? I don't feel like being on TV for the next month. Yo, Tony, I'm hurt. And paying off doctors to get doctor's notes so they know they're still gonna get paid and don't have to be at TV. Daniel Bryan is abusing the system. There is no way that he's getting hurt 4 times in 1 year unless you're fragile. And I know you don't want to hear that.
Oh.
He in his 40s now? You might want you to look 4 times in a year. Twice by the same guy. Now at this point, you and Okada need to have a talk. That man look like he's trying to end you. Twice? Dos. And you know they're gonna do it again a 3rd time, supposedly, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Bryan is going back on the shelf permanently because nobody will tell him no.
But okay, but did he get injured off of the Rainmaker, or was it the Orange Punch that came right before?
Right.
Because I had heard that. So one, I heard that the injury is legit, right?
Yeah, I heard that
and
too.
And I heard that it came off the Orange Punch, and that Bryan Danielson was like, "Yo, hit me with a Rainmaker," and then he got hit with the Rainmaker right after that. I'm pretty sure it was OC's fault. If
that's the case, if that little toothpick caused that, then that's even worse.
That's bone on bone. It doesn't matter how skinny you are. I mean, my
man. That's bone. Yeah,
bone. Bro, lie and say it was Okada. Don't admit that. Please don't admit that, because if you do, I might. That would make
OC like one of the baddest dudes on the roster, though.
That would.
My thing is though, every week somebody's getting hurt. I mean, granted, the roster's deep enough that every week somebody can get hurt and they'll be fine, but. Why, man? Like, tell these people no. This is why Jericho is the way he is, because nobody tells him no. To say, it's like Tony don't know how to say the word no. No is said the same way in every motherfucking language.
Yeah.
Nine.
Okay. Close enough. It still sounds like no. When you hear that, you hear no.
Hey, yo.
Okay, all right, fine. I'll reiterate what I said. No sounds the same, no matter what language. Is that a little better? It sounds the same.
Cornet. I like that. That's funny. Yet.
Oh man,
that's what grinds my gears. Is the fact that nobody in AEW has never been told no.
I just want to know, like, who is help agenting these matches, right? Because I know like Dean Malenko is there. I know that Henry. I know that Show is there, right? Like, but yo, like, who is telling these guys like, hey man, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I get like. Full transparency, right? Whether you get injured by OC or you get injured by Okada, right?
Whether you get
it's a freak accident. That's just what I'm trying to get at, right? Whether it's a work or it's legit, regardless. it was a freak thing to happen, okay? But like no one's telling anybody like, "Ayo, John, like please don't bleed this match." Because as soon as he gets touched, he's like, "Yo, I'm out." Gigged. Like, it's like him. Who's the other one I was thinking of? It goes the other way too, because like NXT Von Wagner situation, like, and I know Braun was trying to be as safe as he can with
That
the
was also a free.
stairs.
Yeah, that's another free
But
accident. But somebody should have
that was a
told them
freak.
know about that
Yeah,
too.
that
That's
freak accident happened,
dangerous.
bruh. Oh, I felt so bad for Von Wagner.
But like it's almost like people don't know the word no. It's like, you know what? We want everybody to. No, I'm not gonna say that. No, that's gonna get
You
me.
know what though? Hold on, I'm gonna put this comment
Say
up.
that.
Right, it said Joe was hurt a lot at NXT, but not at AEW. That's not true. He was hurt on the main roster a lot.
Yeah.
not on NXT. On
What?
NXT, he was tearing the house down.
Yeah, he was. It was the main
Yeah,
roster he
it was
got
the
hurt.
main roster that he was snake bit at. And you know what? That last injury that he had at WWE, where they're like, "Hey man, we want to do a commercial where we're going to sell a toy about breaking the table. We want you to go through it." And he got concussed. That was WWE's fault.
Their fault.
We
That kind of
talked
low
about
key
that.
was their
We talked
fault.
about that last year. Remember, we was talking about how he
You're right,
got
that
injured.
did
He got put on
low-key.
this. He got put on this
Aw.
shelf because he got power. Oh, was it last year or the year before? Regardless, we
Yeah.
talked about that moment happening where he got power bombed through a table for a commercial. He got injured.
Hey, Lita got hurt doing a TV show, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? She was being a badass. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
that
she
is
was
true.
trying to. Hey, you know what? If she was on, because it was on Dark Angel, by the way.
Yes,
Like
yes, it was.
her
I love
being
that
on
show.
Dark Angel. Okay, so Lita gets injured being a badass on Dark Angel, not selling a fucking breakable table for Mattel. Like,
Right.
one of those things sounds so more badass. Oh, you was kicking ass in Dark Angel. Oh, you was selling a table for Mattel. Which one sounds more badass to you? You broke your neck.
I guess depending on who you talk to. If you talk to a little kid, they're gonna say Joe.
Yeah.
They don't even know what the
Joe
fuck Dark
breaking the
Angel
table
is.
for a commercial.
My thing is, how many people that are watching or listening right now even know what the show Dark Angel is? Aha.
He got his nose broken. Well, Seth broke Cena's nose. That doesn't matter to me. They had to stop a match because he broke his nose being broken in NXT. I don't recall that. And
I think that
remember that. They didn't stop it. They kept stopping it.
Yeah, they kept
because he kept bleeding.
Yeah, he was bleeding like profusely. He just would not.
Joe.
That's when NXT. He would just bleed.
Yeah,
and it'd be by accident. Like I know, like he'd just be bleeding. And then in the main roster, he was just always hurt.
Look, I expect him to get hurt in developmental.
Oh no, he injured Seth. I thought when he debuted, he got injured by Seth, and I was like,
no, he was the one that injured.
He injured Seth.
Yeah, when he
by accident.
For what's the name? Yeah,
came out the side for
Hunter. Oh, I remember watching that. That was hard to watch.
That was.
But yeah, so yeah, that's what pissed me off this week.
Everybody getting hurt on AEW.
Yeah, like I've been watching this trend happen for like years, and it's just
because like I think the first year it wasn't. We loved it because it was like not them getting injured, right? But it was just like the high risk because it was something that we had missed. But then like you think back to the Sammy Guevara Matt Hardy match, like, bruh, unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
Right. That match got stopped twice, and then Matt was like, "Nah, keep it going. I don't even know where I'm at right now." Like, Jeff and Darby Allin with the ladder match,
right.
Bruh.
Sting,
and then they hear
jumping off that ladder. Sting doing anything in the past year.
Look, we can't talk bad about Sting until after he retires. He's on his farewell tour.
Yeah, farewell should have been farewell. When he jumped off that damn ladder and almost missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can talk bad about Sting because I've been watching him since I was yay high. I'm allowed to talk about that fool.
When you look at some of these wrestlers who are getting injured, though, it's like, bro, like you were doing, like okay, like Sammy Guevara doing like the spot off of the Blood and Guts, right? Like, and then he got injured. You're like, well, yeah, that was gonna happen. We kind of knew that was gonna happen because it is what it is. But like, remember, like Jericho got injured too when he got thrown off the Blood and Guts cage, and he like, I think he like dislocated his elbow or he did something to his elbow because like even though he landed on the airbag, like his elbow hit like the side that wasn't protected by the airbag, and like
Ooh,
he
he
injured
hit the
himself.
cardboard.
Whatever, that cardboard put him on the shelf. That piece of cardboard put him on the shelf for a month.
Man, if only it can happen again.
Someone said,
I just
"God
want to
damn."
trust the fall on top of him. Not kill him. Not kill him. Just to fall on top of him, put him out for a little while. What?
On that note,
not a heavy
thank you
one.
for listening to today's show. If you made it to the end of the show, for my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. Jeez Louise, David. For my Xbox users, you get an achievement. And my PC users, well, you get a virus.
Here's your thumbs up, guys.
You get a VP.
After that comment, your thumbs up is no good. Invalid.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Invalid.
I didn't say he didn't want him to die. I just wanted to fall on him and maybe concuss him for a little while.
Invalid.
6 months to a year.
On that note, thank you
or
again.
3.
All right, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. All right, check out our Halloween episode of Now Into the Ring coming out this Tuesday. Check us out on the Big Plus Network.
Big Plus Network.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that one.
Hey, gotcha.
We got the lag fixed.
Oh, man. That's that. I like that one.
Wait,
that
say it again.
Good.
Say it again.
Big Plus Network.
Okay. Big Plus Network.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Kawaii.
Goodbye.
Hey, 3 Count Podcast listeners, it's your host, the icon Chaz Evans here. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. That's the Facebook, that's the Twitter, that's the Instagram, that's the Snapchat. Wait, we don't have Snapchat. The photo, but we don't have Photo Bucket. But make sure you follow us on all those things at 3 Count Podcast or at 3count_pod. That's on the Twitter, by the way, 3count_pod. But yeah, definitely also make sure you check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to our videos. And if you really like us a lot, definitely go find us on ProWrestlingTees.com/3CountPod and get yourself a 3 Count Podcast t-shirt. And make sure you continue listening to us.